Okay, I want to unpack one part of this because what you're saying so far, I'm hoping for people what you're taking away from here is like we talk about customer lifetime value. It is looking at data, but it's looking at the right data to make you have better human to human connections with the people that are worth listening to because they truly get value from what you provide to them. And what I want to dissect from that, because I find the most intimidating part of anybody who's speaking of this metric is a lifetime. Like lifetime value is like, how am I even supposed to measure that, estimate that, particular if I'm in the early stages? It seems like a metric that's so like projected into so many different assumptions that I would decide to just ignore it. And I'd love
Yeah.
to hear what would you typically prescribe or suggest if somebody's feeling that kind of like, well, lifetime value, I'm just trying to make my first sale and build my initial business.
Yeah, let's say, Jason, that you've made your first sale, and your first sale is like a one-time product. That's it. That's the customer lifetime value. Yeah, from that product you extracted some margin. So all you have it's one customer. So you can't deduct what the customer lifetime value will be. But once you have 10 customers, once you have 5 customers that bought different services with a different purchase frequency, then patterns start to show up. So you can project that down the line. The more customers, the more orders they place, the more data you have. The more data you have, and the more you can look at the margin, not at the revenue, because customer lifetime value takes into account either the gross margin, either the net contribution margin, but I'm not getting into that. The idea is that you can forecast this based on the purchase frequency and based on the number of customers that placed another order, which is the customer retention rate. So knowing this, you can extrapolate and you can say, well, throughout an entire year, our customers placed on average 1.4 orders. So we have 100 customers that placed 140 orders, and the margin is like this. So knowing this also gives you the, let's say, lifespan. So how much they will, if you have X customers being churned every month or every year, you can forecast when the company will run out of customers, right? And when the customers will disappear, because that's how much they've been spending with you. And knowing that allows you to understand how much you can pay to acquire a customer, how to price your products, because it's math. Again, it's the balance between customer lifetime value and customer acquisition cost. And knowing that allows you to basically adjust and strategize properly instead of shooting in the dark. I bet that 8 out of 10 entrepreneurs don't know that, and then they don't know how much they could be spending. So they are either underspending because they want to be profitable from the first transaction, from the first customer. And I get that because they don't have the cash flow to justify that. But some of them are overspending. So they spend too much because media, whatever, and they don't know when they will be getting this money back. It's pure math. It's not that complicated as you think it is. You can put it in an Excel file, 10 customers. This is the total revenue so far in a period of 3 months, 6 months. So basically, with this type of projections, I do believe in intuition, but I'm also very analytical. So I think both of them should work hand in hand.
Well, I'm hoping from this conversation that a lot of listeners here, which are typically more intuitive inclined, are going to make sure that they are also doing a validation with the analytics that are possible. And again, I want to encourage everybody tuning in here, if this is something that is resonating with you, you are seeing that perhaps you need to bring a bit more data into your business to make the decision so you're not listening in the wrong direction to change your business in a way that's not aligned to who recognizes and values your value the most, which makes you more profitable, makes you more revenue, makes you attract more of the people you enjoy working with. Thank you so much for listening to the Selling with Love podcast. We have some previous episodes you can tune into right here. And if you prefer the short form content where you get to the point in under 10 minutes, we do have a ton of clips from our best episodes that are being shared on this channel as well. So pick which one supports you the most. And of course, thank you for liking, subscribing, and of course, selling with love.